Hello, everyone. It's a new episode of JSP Coffee Podcast, and let me introduce you to our today's guest, Iago Gomes de Oliveira, the head of software engineering at Energy Plus, the company that is specialized in installation of solar panels. Over the next 5 years, the majority of global electricity growth, more than 90%, will be attributed to renewable energy. So today, with our guests, we will be talking about solar energy and its prospects to the market. Hello, Iago.
Hello, Hogan. Hello, guys. How are you doing?
I'm good, thank you. How about you?
I'm good too. Pleasure to be here.
As far as you know, solar power in Europe soared almost 50% in 2022. Also, America installed enough solar panels to power 22 million homes. So, why do you think solar panels and solar energy has becoming so popular these days?
I believe it's the access, because it's a new technology and we have like very good upgrades on the technology along the last years. So it have become more access to the people. Mostly here in Brazil, it's because of the cost. It's more easy to you for putting the solar energy on your house because like the government is now giving, uh, how you say like little, you have like government programs to install and to promote the access for people and to furnish credit and and also the evolution on the technology. You have the last years the 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 solar panels has evolved, the inverters has evolved, so it's more cheap for you to put the a system on your house that will supply your demand.
So probably the main reason is the cheapness of their installation. So like general electricity costs much more
Yes,
in Brazil right now.
yes, you have a small roof and you can like uh, get more efficient,
Mhm.
when you're building this system. So it's like uh, we are seeing the natural progression of this new technology, this new way of generating energy. We are seeing the equipments that we use have been evolved to a point now that is very access for anyone who can put. And also we have a lot of new areas of investment, at least at here in Brazil, that have been open after these technologies came from. So, like we started with only domestic generation. Now we have investors who are selling this energy back to the public network and using like retirement plans. You build a solar system to not to supply for yourself, but to supply for the public network, and they get like a little extra income. So we are seeing like I said before, not also the progression of the technology, but also the progression of the market.
Why do you think this like solar panels more profitable source of energy than other like and how it helps you to save money?
Well, it's like in Brazilian context, like I was saying before, you have a couple of different approaches for this market to making him profitable, right? You put a kit on your house, on your property. I have some clients that are like buying land just to put a solar kit there and to sell that energy to a cooperative that will sell back to a company that has a large demand of energy. So I have like clients that are making the retirement plans through this. So I put like a couple of systems. I sell back to the cooperative, and it's like an investment. Every month you have that money, that production. from all the areas I see inside this market, it's the one that is growing most, you know.
So probably if it's possible to cover 100% of electricity needs for a household with solar energy, or it will not cover the whole 100%.
Well, I believe it's like on the hand of the technology, you know, because for you to supply 100%, I don't believe that we will achieve like 100%. I believe that we will use to balance our demands to not use like coal or other type of energy production that impacts more in the environment, right?
Mhm.
So 100%, I think it's hard, but I believe that will be a very good alternative to us for producing energy with less impact on the environment. And I believe that will grow not a lot along the next years.
But for example, households, are they using this solar panels, the energy that solar panels produce only for their own use? Like, for example, on a daylight, they use solar panel energy to like regular house electricity, or they just like produce it and sell it to the cooperatives, or they just use for themselves.
I believe this is the Brazilian dynamics, you know, because here most of the system we have, we call it on grid. The on grid systems does not have batteries, you know. So
Mhm.
I have the kit generating on the house, and this energy goes right through the public network, and you have like how to measure the amount of energy that you send, and these become like credits that you use it after to deduce from your bill. Most of the projects that I have to do work on these dynamics. So you put the kit on your house, and the energy that you generate goes direct through the public network, and then these become credits for you, and then you don't pay the bill because you
Mhm.
have the credit to supply.
How much average it costs to install solar panels for household, for example?
Well, it depends a little bit on, you know, like your demand. You know, I have like projects that have a very small generation, like a household for a family or something, but I also have like, you know, that guy that have an air conditioner in every room in this house, and so his needs is also bigger. But it's not a very expensive investment. It's like I believe for a average house, family house, you can get for a 20K in Brazilian money. If you have like a small family house and a very low use of energy, it's like it doesn't worth it, you know, because you have like you need like 20 years to pay to get a payback from your investment because your
Mhm.
consumption is so small, right? So the projects that we are most thinking, it's medium size, so like 40 50 grand, around it. It's like
Yeah,
bigger houses with pools and, you know, heating systems and other things that use more energy, so it's uh, viable to this guy to put a solar system.
that was probably my next question, like how long it will take you to pay off the investment.
It's around 10 years. In some cases, you know, it can vary to the project. Like if you have a very, because like Brazil has also a progression on the tax that you pay for the kilowatt. So if you use a lot, you're not only pay this a lot you are using, but we call it flags here. So you jump to the red flag and you pay a bigger value for each kilowatt that you use. When you have a medium demand or large demand, that is the case that you should put the solar energy.
But for example, as you're working with this market for a long time, what do you see like the main tendency right now? Are the main clients large corporations, or still like private households are the main clients in this sector?
I believe it's both. I have a downgrade on the like domestic use, like you say, household with from small families, and the side of this market that's growing most that I see, at least on my company, is that case that I was saying before, that you are building in as an investment to sell energy. So I have a couple of cases like a couple of friends, they join together and they buy a land specifically to put a solar system on and sell the energy, because you have like a very profitable uh, investment. Like it doesn't have maintenance. You just put the thing there and it will last for 25 years. That's the guarantee, and you have like a solid investment for 25 years that will produce that will guarantee produce that energy, so you always have that income. That's the side of the market that I see growing most, because I believe it's growing because it's new also. Like people just realize that they can do that and work more in the solar market, selling energy.
Mhm. For example, as far as we know that in the next year, there will be a huge increase in probably demand of the solar panels. What do you think? Is the producers of solar panels are ready for this big scale? If it will be possible to produce that many solar panels as will be the demand?
You mean the solar equipment, the solar
Yes.
panels and these inverters? I believe yes. Like it's China, they can build it as much as we needed. Here in Brazil, we are already have a little expansion on the productions. Like we have a couple of companies that are already producing solar panels from us, like Brazilian companies. So yes, I believe the equipment production it's fine. It will like grow with the market. Not just the production of the equipment, but the evolution. Like a couple of years ago, your best solar panel on the market was like 300 300 watts. Now we have solar panels with 500 and a half, 600. So the equipment on themselves are evolving. It's like we are talking before a couple of years ago. To achieve a certain production, you will need a lot more solar panels that you need now, because the equipment itself has been upgraded. So yes, I believe that not just the production of the equipment, but also the evolution of the equipment will supply our marketing for the next couple of years with no problem.
Okay, so for example, if I want to invest in the solar panels and the solar energy production, what I need to first like pay attention to for the product that I'm receiving, for example, for who is the producer of solar panels, or it doesn't pay like it's doesn't matter if it's China or Europe, they are still producing enough energy and they work properly.
I believe it's the composition of the kit, because besides the solar panel, the inverter that takes that solar energy and converts to electric energy. You also have like security devices that ensure the security on your kit. So the attention point. Um, First of all, you have in Brazilian context, you have to think about what kind of business you will do with your kit. Like if you are generate for yourself, or if you have an intention to sell out, you know. And also we have the
Mhm.
cases that you can put like your family in your production too. So you can put a kit on your house. It is on your house, but you can put like your parents' house on the credit list and reduce the energy for day. So you have to think what approaching you want, and to pay attention. It's like study a little bit of what is every component on the kit. No, I mean you don't need to study like an engineer, right? But just
Mhm.
take a look of like this is the solar panel, this goes to inverter, here I have the security device, and from the solar panel to the other components to the transformer I will have the another security device. So take a look what a good kit is made of, for at least when someone gets you a budget to sell your the kit, you you look like and see like, oh, I have all the devices that I needed, the kit is secure, because like 34% of the budget from the kit, and you take off a couple a protection device that's like 5% of the price of the inverter, and you accept the risk for losing a equipment that is 40% of your cost of the kit, uh, just to make it a little bit cheaper. And that's the point of attention.
So probably if I will not pay attention for some security measures, like some stabilization and other stuff, it might cost me some, like, even explosion, or how what
uh,
what's the
no
risk?
no 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 no, not so risky. It will not
Uh-huh.
explode. It's like uh some this security device that I'm talking about, it's like for protecting not from explosion, but from protecting the most expensive equipment. I put a security device from like $100 to protect a 40-gram equipment. So it's like doing. It's like I don't understand at the bottom end
Yeah, yeah.
this
Now
part
I
is more
understand.
the engineering part,
Yeah.
but it's like you put a little bit a tiny thing that can burn out and explode for yourself to protect the big thing that cannot explode. It's like that.
Okay, now I understand a bit more. Thank you, Iago, for such an interesting conversation. And that was a
So
GSP Coffee podcast. If you don't want to miss our next podcast, subscribe to our YouTube channel and don't forget to like our video. Thank you, everyone. Bye.